I realized that my daughter was inadvertently hypnotizing me for 2 months. I'm going to share with you why self-hypnosis, like the audios that you can buy online, and I sell a few of them, why they work and why I still use them in my daily practices, or most days anyway. And if you kind of are skeptical when it comes to self-hypnosis or these audio recordings that you've heard, or even if you're skeptical when it comes to hypnosis, if you think it's like something that you see on the stage shows, people clucking like a chicken or something like that, well, this video is going to help you understand how it really does work, because whatever I'm going to share with you in this video is going to blow your mind. So a few months ago, my daughter and I, she's 9 years old, we watched a film called Zombies, and it's not like the zombies like Z Nation or Walking Dead. She's only 9, but it's like a musical with zombies, and we loved it so much that we ended up watching, I think there was like 4 zombies films in a row. And then we went to England shortly after, and my niece, who is 16, she recommended that we watched the films Descendants. There's about 3 or 4 of these films, very, very similar in styles, but completely different in stories. So it was still singing, there was still a lot of dancing, but this time, instead of zombies, it was Disney villains' children. And I remember watching the first one in the UK with my daughter and my niece, and I thought, oh my God, this is absolutely awful. And my niece, she said, well, zombies is terrible. We were having this mini argument, which one was best, zombies or Descendants? And I said, well, it's only because you watch Descendants first, that's why you don't like zombies, but zombies is really good. But even when I said that, I thought, nah, I'm feeling a little bit biased. But on hindsight, what I realized is that one of the things that we inadvertently do, we believe so much what we say is the absolute truth, and we don't understand why other people don't see the same as we do. Even though I knew all these things that I'm sharing with you in these videos, I was still biased and thought, nah, actually, zombies is better than Descendants. There is a point to this story, and it's going to blow your mind if you stay with me, okay? You really need to listen to the context of what is about to happen. So anyway, my daughter, who's 9 years old, she actually said that she liked them both equally the same. With me, I preferred zombies, and my niece, who's 16, preferred Descendants. And we had equally good arguments. I said Disney was more babyish. My niece was saying, actually, zombies is more babyish. And I said, well, I preferred the dancing. And she said, actually, it's like the dancing's better in Descendants. We were going backwards and forth. And my 9-year-old, she said that I love them both. So when we returned back to France, she downloaded all the music from both film sagas, if you know what I mean. There was 4 films of zombies and 4 Descendants, and I work from home, and my daughter, when she comes home from school and the weekends, she literally played both the soundtracks from both films interchangeably for about 2 months. And anyway, at first I was like, oh God, do I have to listen to the Descendants song? it must have been like a weekend, and I started jigging along to one of my daughter's music. I was like, oh, this is good. And I went, oh, Belle, and what song is this? I really like this. And she went, it's from Descendants. I went, oh, because I didn't want to sound hypocritical. I just went, oh, maybe I don't like it that much. And she went, Mom, you said you liked it. You said you liked that song. I thought you hated it. I'm like, well, okay, maybe I don't not like it that much. Does that make sense? Maybe I don't not like it that much. I don't know. It's really late here. It's like 20 past 10. So my mind's not thinking properly. So anyway, that was the first thing that came up. And then, a couple of weeks ago, just before we come to England this time, we literally, like, it was terrible. We watched all the films on Disney, majority of the kids' films on Netflix, because my daughter's 9 years old and we have a strict policy in our home that we don't watch films older than what her age bracket is. So we have watched all the films suitable for her age, and plus, like, my husband and I don't want to watch the baby one, so it had to be like a good family one that everyone enjoyed. So my daughter said, well, why don't we watch the Descendants one again with dad? I'm like, oh, okay, all right then. So anyway, we watched the Descendants one, and something shocking happened. You'll never guess what. I freaking loved it. I absolutely loved it. I'm like, oh my God, what is that? What is that? I loved it. And then my mind absolutely blew. I realized that my daughter was inadvertently hypnotizing me for 2 months. 2 months with all the music from Descendants, so that my mind was subconsciously being programmed to like it. And then another mind-blowing thing happened. I realized how many things in my life did I really like, or was I really programmed to like it? And then another mind-blowing realization. In actual fact, how do we know, all of us, how do we really know we really like something, or whether or not we were programmed to like something? We don't really know what's the truth, because the truth is based on how we have been nurtured. The truth is based on the experiences that we've had in our lives, and then we create our truth, but it's not the truth. Have you ever listened to a song and thought, oh my God, it's amazing, I love this song, it makes me feel good? And then you happen to experience that song with, like, your girlfriend or your boyfriend, and you had a wonderful time, and then suddenly you split up, and then the song suddenly becomes painful. Oh no, don't put that song. Switch that song on. Turn the radio off. I can't stand that song anymore. Turn off. In an instant, that same song, the song has not changed. But we have. We changed our mind because the perception changed. So that is how our minds are continuously on alert. Our minds are continuously programming itself. So if we keep saying that I'm fat, I'm can't be bothered. Or I'm always unlucky. I never have any money. I always attract the bad boys. I can never have a girlfriend. Nobody likes me. Can you imagine what kind of affirmations? Affirmations mean you're affirming something to your mind. That is no different to what my daughter was doing with like playing the song over and over and over and over and over in my mind for 2 months. And it completely changed my mind from really disliking, I really couldn't stand the film, to the extreme. I actually loved it just by listening to the same messages again. This is the reasons why self-hypnosis works. It works if you have a foundation, you have a belief that it will work as well, because the mind will believe anything that you believe. It's like your loyal servant. It will do anything you want. And the only reason why it doesn't do anything you want is that there's a deep belief inside you that doesn't agree. So how it works, our behaviors reflect on an alignment of our beliefs. Like one of the things that doesn't work is that we could say, I'm thin, I'm beautiful, I'm thin and beautiful. But really deep down, you're thinking, no, actually, I'm not thin and beautiful. I'm ugly and fat. It cancels out. Two opposite beliefs won't do anything. So how the affirmations work is that, first of all, the conscious mind, what we think, needs to calm down. So the difference between the subconscious and the conscious is that subconscious is already running whatever programs that you are. So whatever your life is, that's all a product of the subconscious mind on autopilot. So you look at your world right now, what do you automatically do? So what we automatically do is speak. That's like quite easy. That's all done with the subconscious mind. But the conscious mind is what we intend to. We're kind of like the sail. We direct where we want the subconscious mind to go to. So if we don't direct it, whatever it is that our subconscious mind has been programmed to do, which you'll know what the subconscious mind is programmed to do, is what is your life right now? What does it feel like right now? And that will give you an indication of the deep beliefs that your subconscious mind has. So, as an example, if you have an eating problem, if you have a weight problem, it means that your subconscious mind has a deep belief in keeping that weight on. One of the things that you can do to try and narrow down what the beliefs are. So, for example, if you are struggling to lose weight and say like, I'm overweight because I can't stop eating junk food, it's because it's the opposite. You eat junk food because you want to be overweight. Every single belief doesn't make sense in our conscious mind, but every single thing that we have has a positive benefit to us. Otherwise, we wouldn't do it. We wouldn't do it. Like we're not murderers because we agree, we don't want to murder something. We don't have anything on our lives unless we have a deep belief it has to be done. If you have relationship problems, my husband doesn't respect me enough because I'm too weak. And then, so you can spin that around, is I'm weak because I don't want my husband to respect me. So when you start twisting the words round, then you've got somewhere to work in. This is a really sore subject, I have to admit, to most people, because we don't want to admit that our lives are a result of our doing, because we think that we wouldn't hurt ourselves. We think that we wouldn't do this to ourselves if we had a choice. But the truth is that we do it to ourselves because our subconscious mind feels that we need to do it. It doesn't make sense to us because living consciously, we think, why would I want to stay overweight? I've done everything. Why would I want to stay with this toxic person? Why would I want to stay poor? The first stage of transforming anything is by digging deep to the real cause of what's causing the problems. And there comes a point where we're exhausted because we've tried every single diet. We've struggle to keep our weight even despite all our efforts. We seem to attract the same kind of toxic people. Even when we're so nice, it's like, why? And why is it that we are attracted to bad boys or bad girls? Why? Why is it that most there's I think it's a ridiculous amount, like 90% of lottery winners lose their money when they win? Why is it that we can't hold money? Why is it there's only a small amount of people that can get rich, and it's not based on talent or skills? And the reason is all to do with our deep beliefs. And going back to the beginning of the video, I was saying the reason why that self-hypnosis works is because instead of leaving our minds to wander off doing what the heck it wants to do, like the subconscious mind, the recordings that I use for losing weight, and for making peace with food, is all about love and enoughness, and imagining our ideal bodies, and dreaming about the life that we want, and feeling good in our bodies. Because how many people do you think that's on a diet, that's trying to lose weight, that actually wakes up every morning and going, I love my body, love my body, love my body. Oh, I'm so excited about my salad meal. I'm so excited to prepare my food today. I'm so excited to go and do some exercise. I hazard a guess, most people are trying to lose weight is like, right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it this time. Right. I've got to get my meal plans in. Right. I've got set my watch. Oh my God, I didn't do my 10,000 steps today. All right. I've got to make up. Right. I've got to skip salad tomorrow. Oh my God, nothing fits me. Oh, I look so fat in this. Oh, I've got no clothes. I've got to go and order something else, and then they wonder why they're not getting their beautiful bodies. Because why would the subconscious mind give you the beautiful body when you're slagging off your body right now as it is? Your subconscious mind is 95% of your actions and behaviors, and you're there going, oh, this is not right. It's so hard. It's not fair. But with the affirmations, it's like it's talking directly to the subconscious mind. It's saying, look, babes, you're gorgeous. You're beautiful. I call it loving yourself to your perfect body shape, because imagine waking up in the morning thinking, hey, how you doing? I fancy 2 pieces of toast with peanut butter, and I feel so satisfied. I got so much love in my body that I'm not even hungry to have that 3rd piece of toast. And then at lunchtime, I'm going to have some potatoes and some vegetables and whatever. And then, I feel so good. I'm going to go for a walk. And it feels natural. And that's how affirmations and those, well, not affirmations so much, self-hypnosis, because self-hypnosis goes directly into the subconscious mind. I mean, what my daughter did, it wasn't even a self-hypnosis tape. It was because she kept repeating it again and again and again. Our minds are like sponges. And the reason why it works so much is because, one, my mind was completely calm and she kept playing this music over and over again. And second, my mind is just designed to absorb whatever it is, to the point where I hated something and then I loved it. Could you imagine doing that with everything in your life? As soon as you realize that only because we've had a crappy childhood, only because we've had bad inheritance, only because our environment is crap, doesn't mean that we have to settle with it. It can be changed, and it can change so quick if we're open to realize that we have the power to change that.